So Travis Hunt and his fiancee Leanna have officially tied the knot, and they are in social media crosshairs. If you can remember, a few months ago, they were going through such a public scrutiny of their relationship after some information surfaced. People are saying that she only was interested in Travis after her brother told her who he was and the potential, that he had. And if now, Travis was a really high pick on the draft. Very talented young man, has a very bright future, and some people are saying that she is with him only for the moolah. With that being said, Travis Hunt has ignored the public scrutiny and the opinions of people, even from Bow Wow and Boosie and everybody else who came out to voice their opinion.
You gotta watch the signs, man. That woman said you weren't even her type. If a woman tell me she not my type but end up with me, then what's keeping you here?
And all the content and everybody, aunties and uncles who got together and they said, hey, Travis, she is not for you. Travis said in his ear, y'all sounded like wah, 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 wah. Okay, that is what y'all sounded like to Travis, because he has now married Leanna without a prenup, allegedly. And here's the thing. Let's just understand this, all right? This is not an 18-year-old child. This is not a 17-year-old. This is not a 16-year-old. This is a grown man who is now in the NFL, okay? This is the unpopular opinion of it all. This is a grown man who is now in the NFL. He is going to make whatever decision that is best for him. And what has happened is that the people on social media has become the overbearing parent that eventually the child backs away from, and they say, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to be with this person because I believe that in Travis Hunt's mind, while y'all are talking about how much of a gold digger and how much she's going to take him on a ride, in his mind, he's hearing,
nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no, 'cause I got you.
But it don't matter, no. That is what Travis Hunt is hearing in his mind. He thinks that it is him and Leanna versus the world. And for all intents and purposes, it is, right? Because it's very loud and clear that people, his fans, social media, everybody, I haven't seen something like this on this large platform, because people get with people who are not necessarily good for them all the time. But it's something about Travis Hunt, and the people want to see him win, I guess, and they want him to be wiser and to steer clear. But the thing is this, no one really knows. No one knows the intentions of a person. No one really knows, how things are going to turn out. There are situations where people have the best intentions and they still get taken for a ride. Look at Halle Berry. Look how much money she had to end up paying her husband's after she divorced. I'm not you comparing the two, but I'm just saying no one can foresee these things. And I just think that no matter how loud social media gets and no matter how the evidence stacks up, the only thing this is doing is making Travis more aloof. It's going to be more of a distraction, and he's going to continue to double down on the relationship, because in his mind, right or wrong, I am not here to say whether his relationship is right or wrong, but just from a common sense standpoint, anytime you hear people, going against the person that you love, because in your mind you do not see these red flags that they are seeing, that is only going to make you dig deeper into the relationship. And that is what he has done, because he's gone and they're married now. Okay, so it doesn't have anything to do with Deion Sanders giving him advice. It doesn't have anything to do with his family and the friends and the homeboys. It does not matter how much advice or warnings or soothsayings and all the everything that people could have said. It does not matter how much of that this young man has received. And I do believe that he probably received quite a bit, especially about a prenup, which would have been warranted, I would think. In the perfect world, you would say, hey, you don't need a prenup. But in this realm of some of the circumstances that surrounds their relationship, I can definitely see why a prenup would have been just a wise thing for him to do. But on the other hand, Travis is like, you know what? I don't believe what they're saying about you, so we're not even going to be bothered with a prenup. Because you was there with me before I even had some money or whatever the case is. So some situations are literally mess around and find out. Hopefully that's not his case. But everybody, and I do say everybody, myself included, have all avoided the warnings, right? We have all gone down certain paths. We have done certain things. We have charged ahead. We did not listen to wise counsel. Everyone, especially young people, everyone did the opposite of what made sense. And they did it because of how they felt. They felt right. It felt right, and they felt in love, and it was this and it was that, and it was all the things. So do not deprive this young man of his mistakes and his journey. He is going to go down this journey, and if he lose however many millions of dollars, guess what? I bet that'll be the last amount of millions of dollars that he lose. Okay, that'll be the last time. If he does get if this turns out to be the tragedy that everyone is suggesting that it's going to be, then guess what? He is going to go through it, and he's going to come out on the other side of it, much, much wiser. And that's all you can hope. That's all you can hope for people, is that they learn from their mistakes, that they go through it just like you and I and everybody else go through the mistakes, learn from it. And it does not matter how many caution warnings that you see, you still have to go through it. And I think that's the case for Travis Hunter. But wisdom kicks in, unfortunately, after the fact. Sometimes you go through certain things. Sometimes you don't have to experience anything at all. You could just see what people around you experience, and that is wisdom. And then sometimes you can avoid the mistakes that you made previously because you did make that mistake. You came out on the other side of it and you gained wisdom from it. So wisdom is a double-sided coin. And I think that, whatever this situation is going to be for this young man and this young woman, it is going to play out. It's going to be very public. Because you can see now, like, people are very invested. All I am saying is that let's leave room for what could go right as opposed to what may go wrong.